I was never the kind of person who gives up. I grew up believing that patience could fix anything, that love could overcome everything, and that a wedding was the happy ending of any story. But that day, wearing the dress, with the music playing and the guests waiting, I didn't walk down the aisle. I walked out, and I never looked back. My name is Madison. I'm 28 years old, and this is the story of how my life changed forever. I live in Jacksonville, Florida. I met Daniel, who lives in Coral Gables, at a conference in Miami 2 years ago. He was charming, polite. He had that confident look that makes you feel safe. When he spoke, it felt like the world paused. We looked like the perfect couple. Trips, dinners, gifts, dreamy photos. My friends would say, "It's your turn." My mom adored him, and I truly believed I was finally living my fairy tale. When he proposed at a seaside restaurant, I said yes before he even finished the question. Planning the wedding was a whirlwind. The dress, the flowers, the guest lists, endless decisions. And with each decision came his remarks. "You're wearing that? Don't be silly. No one will notice. If it weren't for me, you'd still be stuck in that little job." All of it with a smile, all disguised as jokes or concern. And I let it go. Because that's just how men are. Because he's stressed. Because it'll pass. Over time, I felt like I was walking on glass. Nothing was ever good enough. My ideas were too much. My emotions were too dramatic. I started doubting myself, my choices, my instincts, even my feelings. But I didn't tell anyone. I didn't want to be the girl who complains when she has everything. I had the ring, the plans, the life everyone wanted, and that weighed more than any doubt. Then came the big day. Flawless makeup, perfect dress, forced smiles. Everything was ready, except me. There was pressure in my chest, like something inside was screaming, "Run." But how do you run when everyone's watching? How do you leave after saying yes so many times? My best friend, Isabella, walked in. She looked at me, no smile, and said, "If you decide not to go through with it, I'll help you get out." In that moment, everything went silent. No music, no footsteps, no applause. Just my heartbeat. Loud, clear, like it was giving me one last chance. I grabbed a small bag I had packed just in case. I walked out a back hallway. I found the catering driver. I asked him to take me to the nearest station, told him I'd pay whatever. That night, I stayed in a cheap hotel. The dress hung on the bathroom door. I stared at my reflection for hours. I didn't cry. I didn't smile. I just breathed. For the first time in a long time, I breathed without fear. The days after were chaos. Calls, messages, guilt, judgment. They said I was a coward, that I'd ruined his life, that I'd never find someone like him. And that last part actually brought me peace. Because that's exactly what I didn't want. Someone like him. Months passed. I started building something new. Not perfect, not easy, but mine. I learned to cook just for me, to sleep alone and feel safe, to make small choices without asking for permission. And I learned something important. Leaving isn't always weakness. Sometimes It's the bravest way to save yourself. I didn't leave because I didn't love him. I left because I finally started loving myself. No one teaches you that you can choose you, even if it hurts, even if it disappoints everyone. My story doesn't have a happy ending. It has a brand new beginning. And if you're listening to this, maybe a part of you is also searching for a way out. A voice, a friend who'd say, "If you decide to leave, I'll walk with you." If you need someone to talk to, if this story feels even a little like yours, leave me a message. You're not alone. Sometimes writing it down is the first step to finally breathing again. Tell me what you think. Or just write, "Cover me," if you need a moment of truth.